Hi, I'm Umit, and today I'm here at Narwhal Labs. It's a super cool makerspace in Bristol, Rhode Island. It's open to the public. And today we're building an electronic epoxy tap. So the idea is we're going to build this device that meters out the right amount of resin and hardener for the epoxy mix that you're using. We're going to program it to work with different total boat epoxies. That way, whatever product you decide to use, you can put in it, get it set up, and it will give you the right amounts. We're going to build a general structure out of wood, and then we're going to use an Arduino for the brains, and we're going to program it. The first step is going to be cutting out all the parts on the CNC routers, so let's get started with that. Most parts for this project are going to be made out of 3/4 Baltic birch plywood, and right now we're at the CNC machine to cut all of those parts out. Since we have the CNC machine here, we're going to cut out some funny shapes, and we're here to start setting those up. So we just got our parts off the CNC here, and this one side sort of chattered a little bit, so I'm going to run this through the table saw to clean it up, and then everything else I'm just going to use a router to clean these tabs off, maybe around some of these corners, just cleaning up, sanding, all that, and then we'll get to assembly. So this shelf piece needs to fit into this dado that we cut on the CNC router, like so. But because we cut on the CNC router, these corners are rounded, and the corners of this shelf piece are square. Now we could either get a chisel and square these up, or we can round over this edge, which is what I'm going to do because it's the lazier way. I already have the router set up over here, so I'll just do that. These pieces are the sort of carrier pieces for the handle lever thing. So they're going to pivot about here, and when you pull the actual handle, this is going to tip forward, and it's going to release a switch. And what I want to do is drill a hole here the hard way, so I'm going to go this way and put a threaded insert into that. I also want to round this over a little bit, so again, it kind of sort of flows nicely. So we're set up here to do a couple of things. Let's start by talking about these studs that we need to cut. So in our final assembly, we're going to have wood-turned handles with these threaded inserts in them, and they're going to thread onto these studs which come out of these wooden lever thingamajiggy. So we want to cut the studs to the right length. So I'm set up here in the vise to do that, and I'll just do that with a hacksaw. What we need to do now is use epoxy to glue these studs that we just cut into these wooden parts. So they're going to go like that. But before we mix the epoxy, we can prepare one other part that needs to be epoxied, and that is these hose barbs onto these caps. So we want these to go about here. So we'll have to drill a hole here and then put these in and then seal it up with epoxy.
24 hours later.
Good morning, this is now day 2. Last night we just set some epoxy on these parts and they look like they've cured pretty well. I'm going to start taking this tape off. These all look good. I mean, they don't look perfect, they're not works of art, but they'll do the job. So now all these parts are ready, we can go ahead and assemble the rest of this case. And then we'll come back and put these into the case, and then we can start working on the electronics this afternoon, hopefully. And let's go ahead and start the glue up. You can tell I'm not a pro because I'm just using my finger to spread the glue around. Just gonna use these side pieces as corner clamps to hold this in place for a minute. That way, make sure that it's held up nice and square. Then I can put a couple of brad nails from the outside just to hold it in place. And I'm not going crazy here, we're going to put screws in later to reinforce everything, so just to sort of tack everything together. I already pre-drilled these screw holes from the inside from the dados. That way I know where the screws need to go. These are actually self-drilling screws, so you normally don't need to pre-drill them, but it makes assembly a little bit easier. Same thing on this side. And we can also go ahead and attach the front panel. pretty good. Sits flat on the table. So now we can set this aside and we'll start working on the internal assembly. So now we can go ahead and assemble the internal structure. And the internal structure is going to assemble into the main casing with this load cell. So this is going to sit right around here on the bottom side of this. And this is what's going to measure how much epoxy we've dispensed. So I just got to assemble this, well, basically do this thing, but with glue. So let's get to that. Then load cell is going to go sort of like that, but we need a spacer, which we printed earlier. So it goes roughly like that. We'll put this in later. Let's go do something else first. So you can probably tell I'm at a different table. This is the electronics table here, and I've got all of my parts laid out. What I'm going to do now is lay everything out on my boards. I sort of started doing that right here. I'm going to lay everything out on the boards and then start soldering components in. Basically, we have a Arduino Nano for the brains of the operation. It's going to connect to this load cell. There's a little amplifier board. We've got a couple of status LEDs to tell the user what to do. Got a couple of buttons and other things that need to be connected to this. So probably for the next 30 seconds or so, you're just going to see me put all this together, solder all the boards, test it, program it, and all that. If you want to build your own, we'll have a circuit diagram and the Arduino code that we used on the GitHub page, and we'll probably put a link to that in the description below, so check that out. Since we're doing overkill with everything about this project, we thought we'd make some really cool wood-turned handles for the sort of the tap. And we glued up some skateboard blanks to wood turn. What I'm going to do now is use the miter saw, cut these at a bit of an angle. We'll fill that with epoxy to have like a nice clear top. Then we'll go pour that, and then we'll let these sit overnight. That way we can come back tomorrow or the day after, wood turn the whole thing, make some cool handles. I've pre-assembled these switches off camera, and now it's time to assemble everything into the box. I've got it on its front side here, and I've got a clamp holding it in place. I'll start by installing these switches in place, so I'll mark where they go and drill them out. So I'm just going to mark out where these switches go, and this is a little awkward, but this is the easiest way to mark where these go, other than being smart about it and doing it in the CAD like 3 days ago. Anyways. So the switches are assembled. I'm going to put this right side up, start working on the inside box, and then mount the circuit board into that. And this is the first time we can actually see the switches, doing their thing in position. Everything looks good, feels about right. And if we need to, we can fine adjust it later on.
24 hours later.
So today is a new day. Last time we left off, I'd finished putting this all together. Since then, I wired the control board in place off camera and finished programming it to work with the epoxy that we're going to use. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to wire up these solenoids as well, and then just sort of set everything up, install these in place, and then get some epoxy, put that in place, and then we'll do a quick test setup. So 2 solenoids mount here, and then these are where the epoxy and the resin and the hardener are going to come out of. Next, I'm going to wire these up to the control board and also cut some hose to length and connect these, and they're going to go about here and there, and then that's where the material is going to come out of. We're really close to getting this done. The last thing I need to do is work on the plumbing so I can connect this bottle cap adapter to the solenoid. And then here I've got some total boat deck set. I'm going to install these bottles into the machine, and then we should be good to do the first pour. We're getting there. So the way these are installed is they're just a somewhat tight fit into these pockets in the space plate. The idea being, if you need to switch out the type of resin you're using, you just remove this whole unit. You can take it out for cleaning, or you can just pour acetone or something through it to get it cleaned up, and then just reinstall it with the right thing. Yeah, I think we're ready to set this up. I'm now going to install these cap solenoid gizmos onto the bottles. Like I said, we're using Total Boat Thickset for this one. It's a 3-to-1 mix. It's a little different by weight, but we already programmed that into the controller ahead of time. And we also programmed the controller to accept pretty much all of Total Boat epoxies. So if you decide to build this and use it with something different, you have to change one line of code and it should work. And you can download the code from our GitHub page, link below. We're over here at the wood lathe. The handles that we filled with epoxy have set. It looks pretty cool right now, and it's going to look a lot cooler in about a half hour maybe. I'm just going to turn some cool handles out of this, get this block into a handle shape, I suppose. And we'll sand it clean, buff it, and then we'll put it on the tap, and we'll be all done.
24 hours later.
We just finished laser cutting the front panel, which means it's time to assemble everything. So we're going to take this out of the laser, head over to the bench, assemble it, test it, and then it'll be done. So let's open this up. That looks pretty good. Yep, cut all the way through. I don't think you can see much, but I'm going to peel this off. All right, that looks pretty good. I'm going to clean this up, and then I'll meet you at the bench. Panel's done. I'm going to insert it into this groove that we cut earlier, like a lot earlier, and then I'm going to insert the second handle, and then we'll give it a try. It's a very satisfying fit. I think that's pretty good. Let's go ahead, put the handle in. So resin, hardener. Some of you might have seen my friend Zyla's party kayak video recently, and if you thought that was cool, watch this. The party epoxy pump. Well, we're all wrapped up. That was a really long build, but it was a lot of fun. If you want to build one of these yourself, we're going to have links to plans, the code, and the circuit diagram in the description below. Thanks to NarwhalLabs for having me. There's a really cool makerspace. If you guys are ever in Rhode Island, come check them out. Also, follow them on social media. Links in the description below. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.